Yeah.
That's all you can do.
So were there like any pivotal moments where you realized the importance of representation in the sport?
For sure. So I started a nonprofit when I was 14 years old. It was called
Mm.
Grass Girls with Golf.
Wow.
And it happened to come at the time when Girls Golf of Baltimore, and this was like the chapter,
Okay.
they were partnered with First Tee at the time, but there was a LPGA professional that was running it. And she was like, yeah, I think we're going to have to discontinue it. And I was looking at her like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? And that was like another social outlet that I had where, I had friends that were also girls. They didn't play, golf too much. It'd be just like once in a blue moon. But nonetheless, at least like we kind of had, the shared commonalities. We were the same age.
Right.
And hearing that program was soon going to be discontinued, I was like, oh man, this is like, awful. I was like, I'm super young and like, I got 4, 5 plus more years until I go off to college. So I was trying to look at, different alternatives, how to still
Yeah.
stay with these girls, stay connected. And then I was like, talking to my dad and I was like, I don't know, let's just start a program. So I started that nonprofit. Was working tirelessly to kind of like pitch it to different people and see if we can get some, crowdfunding.
Right, right.
And then, fast forward, we got some, sponsorship money and just funding. We had our first event. It was a Halloween event. And that became the most popular event. So like all the girls, they dressed up. I had no idea how this was going to turn out. I was definitely not an event planner. My parents had planned everything up to that point. So for me to be like the host of everything and, for everybody to be looking at me, I was like, okay, 14-year-old self, we got to turn into an adult now.
Yeah.
But realizing how much joy and how much just fun the girls had, I was like, okay, let's keep doing this. Because like the age range was supposed to just be from like 8 to pretty much 18 years old. It actually got extended that day that we had the first clinic to pretty much, technically 2 4 years old because there was this 2-year-old that showed up. She was super adorable. And, obviously girls have younger sisters, but her looking up at us and seeing like, oh, we're having this much fun and like,
Wow.
oh, golf is for you. She just took a really liking to it. So then she just kept coming back and back and back. And then she's probably going to be, 12 years old now. So
Wow.
I was just thinking about that. I was like, man, age is really sudden. Like
Yeah,
these kids are
yeah.
getting older and older. But I remember when they were super young, and now some of them are still in high school, going off to college, about to graduate college. Time is really flying by for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. And I love that you have a passion